Welcome to Keranos, God of Storms. As far as our opening hand goes, we have one land in our hand, so yeah, I like it. We've got Dak Faden is going to be a wonderful source of card draw, but that one lander is not going to be that good. So let's go and mulligan on this one, and yeah, we can definitely make this work. Yeah, this is great. This is going to allow us to churn out a very quick Keranos, which is going to be a very good thing. Now we do have Cyclonic. I do like Gutter Snipe. I guess we could actually just put Gutter Snipe on the bottom. Because I want Soul Ring, Cyclonic, Talisman, 3. Yeah, we'll just put Gutter Snipe on the bottom. And then click OK, and our opponent's on the play, so we'll let them get this started. But yes, it's been a while since we played Keranos, and so I'm really excited. And we'll talk about what we've kind of got going on with the deck here in just a second. So let's go ahead and lead off with, let's see if we can get Maelstrom to scoop on a turn one, just dump the mana out as quickly as possible. Now, we actually did run into Brainstorm, so we're going to hold on to Scalding Tarn. That way we can kind of shuffle it up. But let's go Soul Ring. Let's go Talisman of Creativity, because there's a lot of times where I've played against Maelstrom Wonder, and it's like turn 4, and there's a bunch of bad stuff on the battlefield. We'll pass the turn over to our opponent. Let's cover our commanders, and we'll just kind of jump into commentary talk here in just a second. So, we're playing Keranos, God of Storms, Indestructible, Devotion 7 turns into a creature. Then, reveal the first card you draw on each of your turns. Whenever you reveal a land card this way, draw a card. Whenever you reveal a non-land card this way, Keranos deals 3 damage to any target. Playing against Maelstrom Wonder, the man who rides on a horse with no name. Creatures you control have haste, then Cascade and Cascade. So, should be a pretty fun matchup. I'm excited about this. It's hadn't played Keranos in a long time. Then, if you haven't seen the actual Keranos video when it came out, I can't remember the last time I've played it. This is basically just kind of a blue-red Spellslinger deck, which is something that I'm very high on right now. I really enjoy playing like Spellslinger decks. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. So we do run into Time Twister. It's actually really good. Let's see if we can set up a Brainstorm, I guess. Actually, we're just going to jam a Keranos. So that's going to be Scalding Tarn. Yeah, if we want to set up, I guess, because we can actually just jam. Yeah, let's do that, because we're going to have Time Twister, and if we need to do something with Brainstorm, we can. I like doing this. So let's go and crack Scalding Tarn. Let's go and grab a Volcanic Island. Yeah, with us hitting Time Twister, this is going to be a fresh grip, which is going to be a little bit better than just trying to bank on a Brainstorm and a fetch land. So let's go Keranos. It's going to be colorless, 1-2, and then blue-red, and we'll get Keranos onto the battlefield, and then hopefully start pinging away at our opponent's life total, pass the turn over there. So I did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to be one of the lightning bolts that Keranos grabs out of the clouds and throws down onto the ground, head over to MTGOTraders.com. They're going to be holding some lightning auditions if you want to do that, and they'll definitely be able to set you up. Also, let's give a quick shout out to InkGaming.com. Some of those are just dumb, and I'm I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what are you talking about? InkGaming.com, you can go to the website. Type in Jolt to get 10% off anything off the website as a coupon code, or just simply search Jolt539 to see a lot of my merch. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to the Patreon, there's a link down in the description below. I can get your name at the beginning or the ending in the credits, or both, and to help support cool content like this. And if you can't do that, hey, no problem. Just tell somebody about the channel. So it is officially free time. We can have some fun. So with Keranos, this is very much just kind of a blue-red Spellslinger deck. We do have a 1,000-Year Storm in here, so it's kind of one of those, like when you build a commander deck and you have this like plan B for the deck, even though it's not like, I need to turn 1, I need to tutor this, I need to tutor that, I need to set this up. This is definitely one of those, like, all right, if we've got 1,000-Year Storm, this deck turns in, like in our opening hand or something like that. Oh, our opponent gambled and they discarded a City of Brass. That might have been what they gambled for. We'll see. And John, Thran Dynamo. We could pop Grand Warlord and then maybe dig for some damage, but I'll just like sending this up top. That's going to send a pretty clear message to Maelstrom Wonder that, hey, we're coming for you, partner. So we're going to send that damage up top. We're going to have Thran Dynamo, and then we'll make the land drop for the turn. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next turn we can just straight up just go for Cyclonic. Yeah, I think I kind of like this a lot. So let's do this. So we can go Brainstorm next turn. Yeah, let's just see, because we've got Time Twister, because what we can actually do is a Brainstorm on our opponent's turn, kind of set up our card draw, if we need to run into like an artifact or a land or something like that. And if we end up just like bouncing Grand Warlord back to our opponent's hand, that might chew up their mana for the turn, and buy us a little bit extra time, because if we can just really kind of basically punch Maelstrom in the face and then get ahead on mana, this is pretty much where this deck wants to go. So, all right, opponent's going to go for Yavimaya Elder. And then I think, yeah, only Grand Warlord has haste. So they're going to be adding a little bit of extra mana to their mana pool, and they're going to crack Grand Warlord or Yavimaya Elder. Put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. Yeah, let's go and go for Cyclonic Rift on Grand Warlord, because, once we end up going for Time Twister, that's pretty much what's going to happen anyway. So let's tap down 3 and Dynamo. And what we also can do with this Brainstorm is set up a Keranos damage trigger. And let's go ahead and go for that. So let's go for that blue mana, draw 3 cards, and then put 2 cards from our hand on top of our... Oh, 1,000-Year Storm. Okay, all right, this is what this game has turned into now. And we're perfectly set up for this. Let's put a Chaos Warp on top, and then we'll put Mystical Tutor on top. Now, if this is the case, what we might end up doing is just holding on to Time Twister. We can go, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will actually have just enough mana to go for 1,000-Year Storm and Time Twister. We do know what's on top of our library, and those are actually pretty good things to draw into. So I would like to have some sort of protection for 1,000-Year Storm, but we'll see what we can come up with. But yeah, this is pretty much why I tweaked the deck, and 1,000-Year Storm was in here. I was like, yeah, let's see what sort of fun shenanigans we can end up making. So let's go for 1,000-Year Storm. That's going to be 1, 2... Oh yeah, super! I love this card. I ended up playing a 1,000-Year Storm deck on Arena for a pretty good while, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Or also I'll talk about Arena here in a second too. So let's get a 1,000-Year Storm down. We could Time Twister at this point right now, shuffle it. That's going to get rid of Mystical Tutor. That's going to leave our opponent open next turn. How do we want to do this? So we could Mystical Tutor to put something on top, but we're not going to have enough mana for Time Twister. Yeah, let's just do this. So let's just pass the turn to our opponent. I'd like to get some sort of use out of 1,000-Year Storm. And so with Mystical Tutor, we can set that up for next turn, or we can actually jam like a Time Twister or something. We'll figure out how we want to do next turn. But yeah, so I played this 1,000-Year Storm deck on Arena, and it was just like a standard 1,000-Year Storm deck, and 4 copies of 1,000-Year Storm. And pretty much the way you comboed off was you would get Pirate's Pillage, I think is what it's called. It's the 4 mana red spell from one of the pirate sets, or like Exelon, that discard a card, then draw 2 cards and add 2 treasure tokens to your board state. And so there's just a lot of times where you would just like get to the point to where Storm's not going to be able to combo off all the way, but you'd have 1,000-Year Storm down, and then you'd hit Pirates for like 2 or 3 copies, and that would be enough to give you the mana that you need, and you dig into another copy of Pirates. So I ended up playing that deck a lot, and that's why I kind of any deck that I can support 1,000-Year Storm in a Spellslinger deck, that's kind of what we're going for. So I really enjoy that. Let's go for, yeah, let's do that. So if we end up going Mystical Tutor, that'll set us up. And our opponent just ends up going Miri's Guile, so they don't really have a ton of action on their side of the battlefield, which I'm very thankful for, and they're just going to straight up go for a Divination, so that is pretty much good on our side. So if we end up going Mystical Tutor, because what we can do is we can Time Twister, and they'll Mystical Tutor, and that should be double 1,000-Year Storms. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty, yeah, that sounds really good. All right, so let's do that. We're going to set that up for next turn. See what we draw into. Hopefully it's a land. Chaos Warp. All right, we're going to send that 3 damage up top to our opponent. Let's see. We might be able to combo off this turn, so let's kind of see. So let's go Time Twister. We're going to hold control on this. That way we can hold priority. So we're going to go for Time Twister. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. We're going to get no copies of Time Twister. Let's go for Mystical Tutor. I'm going to go for 1 blue mana, and we're going to be able to put 2 instant or sorceries on top with this 1,000-Year Storm trigger. And then now that I was talking about it, I think we just end up grabbing, because we'll have enough mana to do that. Yeah, let's just grab Pirate's Pillage. Pillage, that's what it is. So we're going to put that on top. We have an extra Mystical Tutor, but we want to make sure that we leave that Pirate's Pillage on top. So, oh, dang it. Oh, yeah, we'll just click OK on that one. There we go. That way it's on top. There's no extra copies. So we're going to shuffle Chaos back into the graveyard, everything back into the library. Draw 7. That Pirate's Pillage would be on top, and that'll be, ooh. Okay, so we can actually Faithless Looting. Yeah, this is going to be good. All right, so we go Faithless Looting. Oh, and excuse me, I thought I set it up correctly with Time Twister, but I forgot that it shuffles their hand and their graveyard into the library. And so either way, we wouldn't be able to do that if we're going for Time Twister. So let's end up going Faithless Looting, because that's going to allow us just to dig just a little bit deeper. Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't played Keranos in a long time, so I'm trying to make sure that we play as tight as possible. But sometimes when you put stuff on top of your library, you forget about little interactions. So we do need to discard 2 cards. Let's discard a counter spell. And let's get rid of a Cyclonic Rift at this point right now. Draw 2 more, because we just want to get some sort of damage spells. We want to try to close this one out. So Halimar Depths, we'll get rid of Island, draw 2 more cards. Desolate Lighthouse, and then we'll get rid of a Mountain too. All right, so we have the Island enter the battlefield. Now at this point, we're looking at like 4 Prophetic Bolts, which I think it's going to be 4, 8, 12, 16. I think that'll be good. Yeah, let's target our opponent, and I think that might be it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we're going to get 3 more copies of it. Same target, same target, same target. There we go. All right, so we're going to deal 4 damage up top. We did look at the top 4 cards of our library, and that's going to be 16 damage. So let's see. So the Chaos Warp, I guess at this point, we'll just make sure we have a land set up for next turn. So we'll grab Scalding Tarn, put those on the bottom in any order. We get 1 more Prophetic Bolt. Let's go ahead and grab a Ponder, because that'll work out really well with that 1,000-Year Storm. All right, opponent's going to scoop it up on this one. So the game's not over yet, but with these next little piles of where, let's go ahead and draw a few more cards. So we draw into those, and then that's going to be Pyromancer's Goggles, Reliquary Tower. There we go. So we end up hitting a Pirate's Pillage. So next turn, even if we've got Electrolyze during our upkeep, but even if we don't, we've got to the point now to where once we had a 1,000-Year Storm down, we go for Ponder, and then we just start going through stuff. And yeah, with that Time Twister line of play, I was thinking, all right, so we get to draw the top 7 cards of our library, and then we can Mystical Tutor to set it up. And then sometimes when you put stuff on top of your library while you're giving commentary, your brain forgets that, hey, shuffle everything into your library. That's going to get it shuffled up. So anyways, we still close it out with 1,000-Year Storm. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to Keranos, God of Storms. As far as our opening hand goes, yes, we're going to keep on this. We only got 1 land, but we've got Soul Ring, we've got Warrant Power Stone, got Talran, Metallurgic Summonings. Yes, this is some good magic. So let's go lead off with Shivian Reeve, and we'll go for Soul Ring. Yeah, that'll work. And then next turn we can go for Preordained. So, or if we hit the land, then we'll just go Talran, and then slowly start building our Drake army. But yes, welcome to Keranos. Hope you're excited to get some good storm action going. We'll have Soul Ring enter them. Hopefully this one, hey, we're playing against a friend of the channel, so good luck to our opponent. So hopefully we have some fun today. So we're playing Keranos, God of Storms. Keranos, Indestructible, Devotion 7 turns into a creature. Then reveal the first card you draw on each of your turns. Whenever you reveal a land card this way, draw a card. And whenever you reveal a non-land card this way, Keranos deals 3 damage to any target. If it is a land card, draw a card. And then we're playing against Ilharg. All right, so we don't run into the land drop for the turn, but I still think we just end up ramping. I think that's okay. Yeah, let's just do that. I mean, we're going to get ahead on mana really quick, and if we hit the land drop, that'll be Keranos, and I kind of like that. So we'll have Warren Power Stone. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have like a Braid or Vandal Blast really quick, then we'll be, oops, that's not going to be good. We're playing against Ilharg, the Raised Boar. Trample. Whenever Ilharg attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Return that creature to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Then, whenever Ilharg dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. So, there we go. Little piggy boy. Ilharg. All right, so we've run into Mountain. Sorry, I call Sturgill Little Piggy Boy, so it makes me laugh thinking about calling Ilharg Piggy Boy. And so we did hit the lane for the turn. It is a red source, not a blue source for Talran. So I think we just end up going Keranos and just cashing in as much value as possible. So that sounds like a pretty good game plan. This can allow us to filter some card draw. It's going to allow us to send some damage up top. And we're at the point now to where this deck really likes to just build up a lot of mana and just slowly build up a board state, whether it's Metallurgic Summonings, whether it's Talran, anything like that. As long as we can build that mana up, that really kind of helps us into the late game. That's pretty much where we're trying to take here now. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to head over to MTGOTraders and have Keranos throw you out of the sky in the form of a lightning bolt, sign right up. You have to be X amount of height to be thrown out of the sky, but most of the time they'll just go ahead and throw you. And let's give a quick shout out to inkgaming.com. You can use coupon code JOLT to get 10% off anything off the website. And or if you actually just want to type in JOLT539 in the search bar, you can see my merch. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So there we go. Let's have some fun. All right, so we do end up having 3 damage come down. Let's send that 3 damage up top to our opponent. I'm just going to put them down to 27. And then we do have an open Ilharg at this point right now. So, and we ripped into Docent of Perfection. So at this point, we've got Arcane Denial. That's not going to do much. Yeah, let's go for a Preordain really quick. We're going to get a little bit of Scrying going, the Scurry, the Fever. Actually, double Scry, double Scurry, and a double Fever. Let's go ahead and put... I think we might end up wanting both of these on top. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. So let's put Ponder on top because we need to make the land drop. Put Spire Bluff on top. Make the land drop for the turn. And that still keeps us open on Arcane Denial if we need to end up going for that. So we don't have double blue for any of our double blue spells. So let's just go and pass the turn. And hopefully we're not dead to some sort of creature dropping onto the battlefield. So... but we did cover our commander sponsors. It is officially free time. Let's have some fun. But yeah, with Sturgill, his nickname is Piggy Boy because when he was a little puppy and I'd get him out of his kennel, he would kind of like curl up like a little pig, like because he was so excited, and he'd make this really weird pig noise. And so if you don't know who Sturgill is my my dog. He's a blue healer, and I'm gonna try to remember. I'm gonna make a note to put a picture of him up there so I can. In editing, that way you can see what Sturgill looks like. But yeah, so when he'd make little noises like little piggy noise, so you just started calling him Piggy Boy. And we're playing against a Piggy Boy to Ilharg. And sometimes I feel like Sturgill's kind of like Ilharg. So he is blue healer, and blue healers have some pretty... They have herding tendencies, you know, they're herding dogs. That's what they've been bred to be, is a... If a sorcery it deals double... Okay, alright, so that's going to be 12... Whoa. Uh-oh. That's going to be a pretty good chunk of damage right there. That's going to put us down to 8, and that's double commander damage. All right, so the good thing is no, Ilharg does have trample, so I think we're probably going to need to go for a stroke of genius just to kind of catch something in. So that was a pretty rough hit. So, but yeah, with the herding instinct, there's a lot of times where he likes to just run up to you and throw his shoulder into your leg. And... I don't know if it's a herding instinct or he just likes to hit people, but that's something that we end up trying to dissuade him from doing that. So it reminds me of Ilharg when I see that picture. I'm like, okay, that's what it is. So Ilharg does have Shroud, so we're kind of in a tight spot right now. Hour of Devastation. Now we can't target Ilharg, so we're going to send that damage up top. That's going to put them down to 21. And let's see, there's not much we can do. So we can like Docent of Perfection to get and then Ponder, but we don't actually have enough of our blue source if we end up doing that. We can Metallurgic Summonings, but we're not going to have a high enough converted mana cost to stop that. I guess what we can do is if we can just get enough power and toughness. So right now we're sitting at 1-2 devotion, 3-4, 5-6. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for us to get devotion going. So if we end up going Docent of Perfection, that's going to be double blue. That's going to be 1 more damage. It's going to be a 5-4. And even then, we still can't Ponder because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can Pirate's Pillage. It's going to give us a little bit of extra something that we can work with. But yeah, that trample's really going to rough us up, especially once they end up going. Yeah, well, we can still end up getting down Docent of Perfection. That's not going to be the end of the world. So let's do this. So let's go Is It Signet? Let's go Soul Ring. That'll be us taking pretty good chunk of damage, but let's go for a Docent of Perfection. And actually, we can still end up getting a token down. Okay, there we go. I like that. So we're going to have Docent of Perfection come down. Let's go for this Ponder. That way we get an extra pirate token on the battlefield. Not a pirate token, but we get an extra wizard token. Excuse me. We'll get that wizard token on the battlefield. Let's see what Ponder is going to have in store for us. Pongifies, which just does not do much, but we can get rid of the Angrath ability. Actually, I think we put those on top in any order, and we're going to shuffle our library. So, all right, so run into Disallow. That's actually pretty good. That does allow us, if we survive this turn, we can kind of fog out that combat step, but we're still going to be taking some damage. So, anything else, let's go and pass the turn to our opponent. So, if they swing in with the Ilharg, we can at least trade at this point right now. We're going to have Docent and an extra wizard token on the battlefield. And so, maybe we can do something outside of that. But yeah, with Sturgill, he likes to run up and throw his shoulder into you like you're trying to make a tackle. And so, another thing he likes to do is he is a blue healer, and one of the ways that they do herd, if you don't know this, is like they nip at the heels of cattle and different things like that. So whenever we okay, so whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it. All right, so I think it's already going to be tapped and attacking, so we don't have to worry about that one. So let's see if Ilharg, okay, Ilharg is going to be coming in. And we'll probably see if it's going to be that Angrass Marauders coming down. Yeah, that's going to be extra double damage. And that's going to be an extra... Oh, man, that is rough. Okay, all right, so let's go for the Docent block on Ilharg. Wizard, Human Wizard. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and excuse me. I forgot. Whisper Silk Clug, you can't be blocked. Okay, never mind. We're going to click OK. So we're going to get in for that extra damage. Yeah, good game to our opponent. Excuse me. Got ahead of myself. That's going to be 33 points of damage. Good game. It's always cool to see something, interaction like that. You get down Angrass Marauders, and you get an extra copy of it. And that's some good magic right there. But I'll finish what I was talking about with Sturgill. So with Sturgill, he likes to nip at your heels and that little bit healer part. But the other day, I took him for a walk, and there was these two... something high schooler kids that were walking in the neighborhood, and Sturgill likes to drink from the sprinkler systems in people's yards. And so the leash was, and you can probably hear him right there, my leash was wet, and he, like, when he sees people, he gets really excited, so he ran towards them, and just slipped out of my hand because the leash was wet. And then he like ran up, and instead of jumping on them, he just like chest bumped one of the girls, like with his shoulder, and it just made me laugh because it's like, oh my God, that dog is strong. I was like, yeah, he's like a little tackler. So, but anyway, that's gonna wrap up Sturgill talk. If you enjoyed Keranos, and you enjoyed Sturgill talk, and you enjoyed seeing Angrass Marauder really clean us up and put us down to -33, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.